Everybody, good morning. Welcome to Mornings in Meridian. Thank you for tuning in to this, the two best hours of local live talk radio right here in East Mississippi and West Alabama. So glad to have you on board with us today on this, it's the third day of April. All right, still fresh into the month here. And Roger B. speaking to you this morning, along with say hi to our good friend, our main man from Meehan, Rob Atkinson.
Good morning.
How you doing, sir?
Doing well. I'm doing wonderful. I won more states last night. It's just wonderful.
He channels more Trump than Trump himself.
No, it's just wonderful. Good to be here this morning.
Good to see you, Mr. Trump.
I don't have enough hair to be Trump.
I like the way you said enough.
Enough.
I don't have enough hair.
No.
Oh, Mornings in Meridian. Also, welcome on this great midweek, Wednesday, hump day. Say hi to Mr. Charles Frazier.
Good morning.
I tell you what, good to see you, gentlemen. And I mostly mean that.
For the most part. That's somewhat.
So you called after 6 last night and no jury duty?
Not only did I call after 6, but fortunately, I do have the privilege of, on Tuesdays, a meeting with a bunch of fellas, and one of them happens to be assistant DA. And
hey, sir, well, you can pull a string for me.
Before I called, he said, "Yeah, you're pretty well free for the rest of the week."
Oh, okay.
But I called the number and it confirmed that.
You can't tell Donna Jill that.
No,
assistant DA said I'm off.
No, that wouldn't. That would not.
That wouldn't fly.
He couldn't sign my excuse and say no. You can do that. So. No, it's just a good little band of folks that get together every Tuesday at a restaurant that has a buffet and
the buffet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Known
Is this
for
a civic group? Are we talking Rotary Club? What
fairly uncivic, really, if you want to know the truth.
Uncivil, maybe.
Kind of a mixture of radio and aircraft people and a DA.
Okay. And assistant DA?
And an assistant DA.
And a DA, too.
That guy.
An assistant DA, too. Oh, yeah. No, it was good, but no. Here, there's probably some. I'll have to tell you some backstory about the whole court process. It's kind of interesting.
Oh, right.
I will sum it up by saying this: if you're guilty of a crime, take the deal. Take the deal. Don't
getting legal advice here too. I love it.
I'm telling you.
Deal.
He needs your legal advice.
Stop breaking the law.
That's sound advice right there.
That's sound advice.
Commit the crime. Okay.
But if you are guilty and you're banking on a trial to a jury to find you innocent, take the deal.
All right.
Just summing it all up.
Write that down. I'm writing it down. I'm taking notes right now.
I mean, you don't have the lawyer for nothing, I'm just saying. I mean, bills in the mail, just saying.
Bills in the mail. Anyway, Mornings in Meridian, we're glad you're out there. You, too, can be part of our show. We'd love to have you on board here with us. And is this a time to catch up on our great sponsor, the Purvis Business Machine people?
We can do that. Yes, indeed.
Jerry and Betty Purvis, they've been a part of this community for years. He left the Army in 79.
Honorably discharged.
Honorably.
Left the Army.
Very honorably.
Clear about that.
Well,
very honorably. Extremely honorably.
He finished his
tour of duty.
Service in the Army and came into Meridian.
And now he's providing service with Purvis Business Machines.
Since 1979.
And that's their motto. Service. See, it extends from his Army days.
That's right.
Service, not excuses, and they've been doing it since 1979. 45 years in business. I think they know what they're doing. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call them, 601-693-COPY, or go online, gopurvis.com, or even better, go by their showroom, 4505 Highway 39 North. You know where they are. Mm-hmm. They've got lease return color copiers. You know how much you can save on those?
85%.
How did you know?
I listened to radio.
Yes, you do. Well,
that's right.
Smart man.
I listen to radio.
Gently used color copiers, and of course, these things are amazing. They connect to every device that you have, your phone, maybe even your watch. I don't know. Well, not your watch, because I can see it's a dumb watch. You got a smart watch, you can probably do that. Any of your tablets, iPads, computers, of course. And what's great about that is they will provide all the connectivity, so you don't even have to worry about it. They'll set up the whole system for you. Give them a call today, 601-693-COPY. That is Purvis Business Machines. Service not excuses. Since 1979.
Good folks. All right. Well, we're off and running this morning. It's, again, Mornings in Meridian, and we invite you to be part of our show as we talk about this, that, or the other thing. And you can call us at this number. It's 601-485-9191, 601-485-9191. Would love to hear from you here this morning.
Guys, I had no idea there was primaries
I know.
yesterday.
Yeah, me neither.
I guess since since everything is pretty much clinched on both sides, nobody's really paying attention. But we have New York and Wisconsin, Rhode Island. I think I might be missing one or two other ones, but yeah, I'm like, okay, we're okay, very good.
These are the states. Hey, don't forget about us.
Right, we're voting too.
I know
Nobody cares.
I know this is over, but we want our say too.
Right. Well, Wisconsin says you forgot about me now, but you'll remember me later.
Well, the newest polling this morning, Wall Street Journal poll is out, and the 7 battleground states right now, Trump is leading 6 of the 7, and the reason I say 6 is because that state being Wisconsin, which he won last night in the Republican primary. They are in a virtual tie right now there in Wisconsin. But the one thing the Biden camp will begin to tout, though, according to this poll, is that margin of error is at ±4. And a lot of those races in the key battleground states, he's within that margin of error. So April 3rd, there's a poll update, Wall Street Journal poll, along with about 90,000 other polls that you'll see over the next 6-7 months, plus, and more, and more.
Well, as a wise man here in Meridian once said, the only thing you got to do on Election Day, be the most popular person that day.
Well, that's true.
That's it. So,
and of course, in Trump's speech last night in Green Bay, he points to an empty podium and says, "I'll be glad to debate Joe Biden anywhere, anytime, any place." But he put that out there last night, and of course, in his he's hitting the campaign trail pretty hard, and we saw a big number. What the RNC has raised just in March alone. It seems like the leadership change there at the RNC has been a breath of fresh air. What do we see? $65 million that was raised just in March alone. So it seems like the Republicans are doing a great job on the fundraising trail. Of course, they had the change with Ronna McDaniel, no longer the chair of the RNC.
No, wait. Republican candidate can go to a police officer's wake and still raise money too at the same. It doesn't. They can do all that?
Sounds like it.
Oh.
I don't think you raise money there. It's kind of hard to raise at a wake. You know what I mean?
I bet he raised some money there without even realizing it.
Yeah, he probably did.
Wasn't a fundraiser, though.
But it wasn't a fundraiser. But I'm just saying he worked that into his schedule and still able to make Wisconsin.
Yeah, what was the fundraising numbers for New York this past week?
For the Democrats, about $25 million, I think.
20s,
yeah.
Yeah, but still, right. It was a bad optic. It really was for Biden. So.
Bad.
But there are many of those.
Yeah, just pick
keep
one.
them coming.
You want to take some pictures of the border? Right. Bad optic. If you want to see bad optic.
Bad optic.
Oh well, yeah. Well, we got Kamala right here. It says
right here in this.
Rob subscribes. He's got the Newsmax magazine.
Wow.
You know, and it's got Kamala Harris in there. It's really. I mean, no, she's on the cover here. Actually.
Oh God, no, I want to see that.
It says the fall. That's interesting. The fall of Kamala. That's really interesting what it says here. The fall of Kamala.
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting cover right there. It says "Fall of Kamala."
Fall of Kamala. Now, I have to. The question I would ask is, when did she rise? Don't you have to do that before you fall?
What have you done, Madam Vice President?
Never mind. Well, she's the Vice President of the United States.
Oh,
I'll give her that.
I guess that's
I got to give her that. Sort of, she is the Vice President of the United States of America.
I'm the border czar.
Border czar, she is.
Well, if you're in charge of that, your grade, it's pretty obvious.
I wouldn't claim that.
I wouldn't claim that one.
I never said that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sounds like one of the wise men. Wasn't he one Bordazar? No.
It's kind of like what Biden said at the Easter egg roll on Monday. I didn't do that.
Right, wasn't me. Not my signature.
No. Wasn't me. I didn't do that.
No.
He also said that when everybody in the Oval Office was sniffing around. Said, I didn't do that. Mornings in Meridian. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning, guys. I come in peace. Love everybody. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Welcome, Cincinnati or Mississippi, James.
Yes, sir. I'm back in Cincinnati now.
Oh, are you really?
Right. I'll see you guys in June and July.
All right. All right. Well, there you go. What's the weather like up there?
They talking about a little snow flurry overnight. We down to the 40s and then hit the 30s. So a little wet snow, as they say, overnight.
Why'd you go? Why'd you go up there this early?
Hey, had obligation in business.
Gotcha. Well, take care of it, man. All right. Tell us what's on your mind.
All right. Yesterday they were speaking about investment in the city. Who can vote, who can't vote, and what you own and property and whatnot. Okay, I live in the city, and I'm staying in the same house that I was born and raised in, and that's in the East End, about 2 blocks north of Witherspoon School. Okay, the house is old. It was added on rooms over the years.
Yes, sir.
Well, okay, it's right on a creek bed, and everything is eroding away and moving, breaking apart. All right, then the old house had termites in it. So I said, well, why don't I just tear this one down and build a handicap accessible for me and the wife so we can go ahead and enjoy our last few years, sort of, as you say, house and trouble free. All right, so I got with the city building department. They say, if you build that house, tear it down, you got to move it over with the new codes. Well, the new codes put me right into this creek. So I asked for some help from the city, see what they could do to show up this bank. And now I'm gonna shift and use a baseball analogy. We're probably in the 7th-inning stretch with this, and my team is behind. So I had engineers come out, and they told me actually 50 plus years ago, this creek the way to work, because there used to be a dirt road. I remember as a kid, there was a dirt road in front of us.
Yeah.
So when they refigured the sewage and everything, they brought 6 additional sources of water to Gallagher Creek that runs right along our property line.
Right.
Well, all I would, what you say?
I said, yes, sir. I'm just acknowledging that we're with you.
Right. I'm trying to move on through this.
Yeah.
But,
in other words, if I shut up, you could finish it, right?
Yeah. No, it's okay. You definitely have a good point.
Okay.
Keep dreaming.
So anyway, the city, I hit a dead block with them. They said, oh, no, that's private property. Well, I went and surveyed. Everybody in that block, their house is shifting, the foundation, cracks, doors wasn't closed. I said, well, hey, let's show up part of the creek then, But anyway, went through, hit a couple of roadblocks. So last year, when Magnolia was going to get sidewalks up to 24th Avenue over in that area. So a guy named Mr. Mike Van Zandt came out and he looked at it and he said, hey, we need this location to dump all this dirt and waste material, concrete. We can fill this up, build it up. You can go on and do what you want to do with your house. Oh, man, I waited 6-8 months on this, ready to do it. I saw the ceremony on the radio. Ground broke. Okay, I didn't get into the dirt. So I called my city councilman, that's Brother Davis. I said, hey, when they going to start bringing the dirt over here? He said, well, let me check with him. So he came back and told me, he said, well, I got to go to, and I don't understand all this system. He said, I got to go to the work session. I'll bring it up there.
Yeah.
He did. Went to the work session. No favorable answer. So he said, I don't really know. So I got back with Mr. Van Zandt. And I said, Mr. Van Zandt, where's the concrete stuff that I was promised? He said, well, I'm going to give you the number to the site manager. Got the number to the site manager. He came out and he said, well, we just about done digging up all the dirt and stuff, so I only got a little left. I said, I'll take whatever you got,
Right.
All in all, I end up not getting one pebble out of this, So I had a talk, with a couple of other officials and asked them, well, you all, when you're talking about you want people to move back to the state and do this and do that, we had set out a plan, for me to get started. So got a cold shoulder toward everything. So I said, I didn't know, what's going on. I was just curious. And then if any lawyers, anyone's out there listening, I would like to talk to someone just to see, do I have any legal rights? You know, I know that's a touchy situation, but I'm putting that call out for any lawyers.
You're talking about legal rights as far as your the having been. It was suggested that you were going to get some fill for the creek or whatever, and that never did arrive.
Well, not just on that part, but the way I've had contractors come out and say the whole thing was done wrong when it was first created.
Mm-hmm.
So they put 2 smaller pipe in there, and they brought in 6 more sources of water that possibly led to the erosion.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, I just like to see, do we have any legal recourse?
Well, the thing
where do we go from here?
Well, I can tell you what a lawyer would tell you is
an assistant DA.
The lawyers are going to they're going to say you go contact a lawyer and visit with them and consult with them
at $300 an hour.
Yeah. Well, I think your first visit would be.
First one's free.
What?
So. What lawyer is that?
I think you have don't you have normally a kind of a initial contact,
like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
and from that point,
but I would be willing to bet you a dozen donuts from Krispy Kreme.
There we go. All right, I'm listening.
And you have to go out of town for that. That you would find an attorney that would give you some encouragement and say, yes, you have a case, and we could take.
Well, it seems to me so. The city, what they did was divert some water that eroded the property that you have, right? And now the city is saying that you cannot build unless you shore up that area, according to the code. Right. Is that right? So now can they give you a waiver for that and say, okay, you can build on this part of your property that maybe is not eroded by the creek bed? I mean, is there any possibility of that, or is that kind of that's a dead end?
That's sort of dead end also, because the property is on a zero property line, as they say.
Well, if they
got to be moved.
If the city has done, I'm sorry to interrupt, but if the city has done something that is incompetent or has devalued your property value or devalued your property, then, you may have a case. I mean, it's certainly worth consulting, but, not being an attorney.
And they're not going to call you and say, hey, I want to talk to you. You need to search one out. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's put it this way. If illegal law-breaking immigrants can sue what was it, Rob? What was the story?
The charter flight company.
Flight company.
The plane company, yeah.
Yeah. If that can happen, you can just about sue anybody, I think, these days.
Oh, you can.
Hey, actually, it seems like they may have more rights than we, law-abiding citizen, trying to build a house in the community, pay the taxes.
Well, it's like I heard
so much there.
It's like I heard a U.S. military veteran tell me last week. It was, I believe, he said he's having a little difficulty getting some prescribed medications through the VA.
Some prescriptions.
He said he would be probably better off if he had gone across the border, come in illegally. He'd probably get more attention or get things handed to him quicker than going through the process as a legal veteran.
So a little vacation in Mexico, a little hike through the desert.
I said, that would be kind of sad if we're at that point there. If we're now there.
I think we are at that point. It is kind of sad.
But back to your case there, Cincinnati, Cincinnati James.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. That's the way it works a lot of times, where you think you've got, you tear down a house and they say, oh, yeah, guess what? Now, according to the code, this is what you got to do. And it's like, wow, things have changed a whole lot since the time that house went up.
And especially when somebody's willing to invest in our city and say, hey, I'm willing to construct a new property on this site, but yet the city has, because due to your incompetence and mistakes that were made in the past, I can no longer use that property.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, with the property, and I'm going to toot my own horn here now, I'm a positive influence for the community. I'm dealing with the young boys, the gang members, the dope bangers, and I'm building up that confidence with them,
Good for you.
So,
good job.
Like I say,
we need
I'm
more
out
of you.
there, and I'm in the ghetto trying to build a house in the ghetto. So they should want to see development.
And who wouldn't want somebody in Meridian who loves everybody and there's nothing they can do about it?
And he comes in peace.
Well, he does.
Yeah.
He comes in peace.
Hey, I don't see the administration reaching out to me.
Oh, don't wait. Don't
talk to them.
Let's not hold your breath on that, sir.
Right. And like I say, that's the reason I use a baseball analogy.
You got to
We're probably
go.
in the 7-inning stretch, but we're behind.
That's right.
And but there's game left, so
Buy
don't
me
give
some
up.
peanuts
And
and Cracker
you, sir, will have to keep fighting.
There's a 2-out rally coming.
Hey, we would hope.
There you go.
And since
would
you're
hope.
using the sports analogy, let me just say the city is not going to forfeit.
No, they're not.
You're going to have to play it out.
Yeah.
Right. So I say again, hey, if there's an attorney out there that hear my complaint, I guess it's a complaint. It just is what it is. I don't know whether I'm complaining or just voicing what I'm running up against. You know, that maybe it could, I don't know. Anyway, we'll go to the next step on that.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Well, keep us informed. Let us know what's going on.
All right.
Appreciate
I
you.
appreciate it.
All right. Tell
right.
the folks up in Ohio we said hi.
Right. Dress warmly.
And that too.
Yeah.
All right. It's Mornings in Meridian, and here we are. We're right up against our sports. It's our Fox News.
It's our Fox Sports break coming up
Yeah,
next.
let's do Fox Sports. That's more fun, I think, than the news right now. So we'll take that break. We'll come back. I'm Roger. He is Charles over there.
I am,
That's Rob right
Somewhere.
there.
We have name tags. I think we need name tags.
If you're looking on Facebook, that's right there. We'll be right back. It is time for Fox News. Just heard that one on the way in this morning. Said, yeah, I like it.
Well, now folks feel about that one out there, but I like it.
Three Doors Down.
That song is 24 years old.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Came out in 2000.
And you said these are Mississippi guys.
Yep, from Pascagoula.
Really?
Yeah, just outside of Pascagoula.
Well, how about that? Three Doors Down. Interesting name for a band.
Yeah. Had a bunch of hits. Kind of an early 2000s band. That was their first big one. They had a few more after that. Some little top 10 songs. That was their big hit there. So.
All right, mornings. It's a nice little kind of a blood stirrer, get you going in the morning. Roger B. along with Mr.
He's like, what?
What are you talking about? Roll with it. I'm like,
Rob Atkinson.
Yes,
and Charles rolling his eyes over here. As he
I was okay.
oftentimes does. You oftentimes do that.
Quite frequently.
Hey, tell everybody where to go to get
Where
a
to
Toyota.
go?
Tell them where to go to get a Toyota.
Well, there's only one place to go, up the road in Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Doc's Toyota. And, of course, they've got all kinds of 2024 inventory. They got Camrys, Tacomas, 4Runners, Highlanders, Tundras, Corollas, you name it. If Toyota makes it, they've got it, and they've got plenty of them as well. And if you prefer a pre-owned vehicle, they've got a huge,
very, very large.
it's quite big, selection of pre-owned inventory, all been through the rigorous multi-point Toyota inspection process, so you're getting a good quality car. Check them out online at docstoyota.com. You can even check out the entire inventory that they have, both pre-owned and new, online, and even purchase a vehicle online. How cool is that? But I find it easier just to take the short drive up to Philadelphia where you can see them in person. Of course, all dealerships have deals. Everybody got a deal. Well, I'll tell you what, there is no deal like
a Doc's deal.
Go see him, Doc's Toyota, up the road in Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Oh, yeah, good place. All right, we've got a caller on the line. Just to shout out some birthdays here. Eddie Murphy, 63 years old today.
Really?
Could have played Eddie Murphy's song.
Should have.
Yeah.
Could have.
Yeah, party all the time, yeah.
No, party all the time.
Well, we do around here. But
And Wayne Newton, who is scheduled to be in Meridian, Mississippi.
he's 115.
He's 82.
Looks
Well,
every
next
bit of it.
82.
82. All right.
Most of it
Does
is
he
82.
dye his hair? I don't think he does.
Probably not.
No, I don't think
He's never had a lick of plastic surgery done either.
None whatsoever.
And here's one who has been performing for decades himself. Tony Orlando is 80 years
They
old.
named the town after him, didn't they?
I may have.
Okay.
They may have. So,
Wow.
and so happy birthday if today is your birthday.
What are the odds Tony Orlando and Wayne Newton the same birthday?
I think it's the same person.
Wow.
I'm not
2
sure.
years apart. Yeah.
I mean, really? Wow. Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Tie a yellow ribbon.
Around the old oak tree.
I
think
forget
it is.
where. Where?
Oak tree.
Oak tree. That's it.
Old oak tree.
Yeah. Good song. To the phones we go. Good
All
morning, caller. Welcome to our show. How you doing?
Doing fine right now.
Thank you for being here.
I'm glad to be here listening to Mississippi James talking about Gallagher Creek and how they giving him the runaround.
Yes, sir.
Just below his home in the ghetto on Gallagher Creek is a new emergency room on Rush Hospital, and they built the add-on on top of the very same creek.
Now, Gallagher Creek is not near Rush Hospital.
He called it Gallagher, whatever the creek is that runs there.
Yeah.
There's one underneath there because the city didn't get the limbs out of it, and it backed up and flooded the emergency room. And the WTOK TV showed a 911 Targa, I think it was, whatever they call those Porsche floating, and it also flooded out down there at the 18th Avenue Gus Ward Bridge, and David Sharp stood there with the cars up over the doors, and that was when I went to WTOK and wanted a CD-ROM made, and they told me it would cost $600 to give me a copy.
Copy of I like the way you said that, a CD-ROM. I like that. I like that. It's, I like it when our callers show their age when they call in. CD-ROM.
Okay. Well, I think that's what it was referred to when, was the Guru?
Oh, yeah. You're talking about Mr. Tarver.
Yeah, made one for me.
Yep. Well, now, see, that's good. So you said the water was over the doors on 18th Avenue?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, down there by, I guess, Now, I'm getting it confused because I'm thinking Siwashi on 18th Avenue, but I'm way down there by the railroad.
I'm thinking when they build a new jail, they can build it on top of the Siwashi Creek.
Well, there you go. With a trap door underneath.
Well, that's right. And his question was, if anybody knew an attorney, there was one named Richard J. Barry that was on the board of directors at Rush Hospital, and he probably is familiar with how you build an emergency room in a hospital over a creek. And I would be pretty confident to say it's the very same creek that he can't rebuild his house on.
You really
that's interesting.
You kind of picked a civil scab from some time back, haven't you?
Well, I'm just telling you how it is for people that know people and people that don't have any pull. For example, I'm on one of these drainages, and they built a lift station upstream from me, and my property line is on the other side, but they never got an easement from me to run their storm drainage or whatever they refer to whenever they switch that on, and it's less than quality water.
Now, you said a drainage area, so was that property line over on the other side of that stream before? I mean, there was always a stream
it's
there.
Not on the same stream. I'm just saying, they do what they want to do, and you try and get some work order from them. I've had that problem trying to get them out here, and I've talked to different people, different engineers, different offices, and they go to look it up when they were going to bring that machine out. Well, they can't find any record of it.
Well, maybe you and Mississippi James need to form a class action here.
Well, I'm just telling you, like he did. And like I've told the people in the city, when they let the neighborhoods go down, they're losing the ad valorem tax because of the lower property values in the lesser neighborhoods, and that's the money. That's the revenue that is used to run the city. As stupid is, as stupid does.
Well, I think there has been a nerve struck here, and that's information that's good to know. I mean, you're saying that now on your property, storm water is being lifted and pumped over your property, and it was done so without your approval or permission or whatever.
Well, that's exactly right, and they don't want to do anything to correct some of the problems with the drainage that they have neglected over the years. I used to tend to some of that just because I wanted to keep my place up. And at one point, Ken Storms even wrote me a check from the city saying they couldn't send a service truck out with 5 men on it for anywhere near the fee I submitted for some bags of Quick-Crete from Marvin's, but I'm too old to get in there and do the work myself. After all, that's what we pay taxes for.
You do write that check or have that withdrawal for taxes there at the end of the year before the 1st of February. So, all right. So there you go. Now, you're telling us, though, that in all these, how long has this been going on?
Oh, with my location?
Your location, yes, sir.
Quite a while. My next door neighbor got disgusted, I think, with some of this and moved out there to where you live at Rainbow Lake. And we had Mississippi DEQ out here and pointed to water, or less than water that was coming from the city lift station, and this, whatever he was, the inspector said, well, I can't go down there and take any samples until 3 days after a rainfall. And that's fine that they have their rules and regulations, but that particular water by then is going to be down in Clark County somewhere.
That's right.
Wow.
There you go. Well, I think that's, I don't know if obviously you sound like you may have wearied of this and not fighting it, but it's interesting that there's other people with problems. Maybe a couple of visits to some work sessions would be helpful to the city council.
Yeah.
Well, I just think that they're not, using the old bean when they get to priorities of taking care of what they already have. Back when they tried to annex Eagle Point out there, I was doing some work at the time for Dr. Martin, Bubba Martin, who was kind of in charge of that group that was protesting.
Yeah, because he lived out there at that time, yeah.
That's right. I pointed him to a story that he could, and I believe, I'm not sure that I had a copy at the time. I think it was part of an investigation done by Newsweek, maybe it was, or Time Magazine, about annexations in America, and the general consensus after reviewing a ton of it was that when they chase money and go after new neighborhoods and homes, for them to then come into compliance and build all of the necessities, whether it's fire, water, and sewage, they neglect the properties that they already have. And I feel like that's what we have right here.
So it sounds like the problem you're describing may be a fairly easy fix.
Absolutely.
I mean, come in there with some equipment, maybe put some riprap in there and kind of support the dirt, keep it from eroding, that kind of thing.
That's what I was maintaining, was the backfill there where it crosses their city street, and the water has silted in, or the silt has changed, and it doesn't allow the water to drain directly into the culvert. And as they told me, we'll just bring the backhoe out here, and he'll just park the machine here on the edge and just scoop that out. Well, that was over a year ago now.
Well, let's try something new here. Have you called the public service, public works directly? Mr. Hodge?
I have. They've been out here. I've met with the work crew. I've met with the engineers. I've talked to them in both offices at the City Hall, Community Development, Code Enforcement, who's supposed to come out here and answer why it is that they can't do anything about people that want to throw ice chests or 5-gallon buckets in there and obstruct the water. It's not a landfill, you see.
Well,
it's a city drainage.
Yeah, they can't stop littering. That's for sure. We've seen that around here.
$500 fine.
Don't plan on the littering being stopped.
When I thought Mr. Thompson was going to take some action and come out here and do something about it, maybe I should have called Betty Lou Jones instead of Twin Thompson.
You'll get it done.
It's possible.
Well, there you have it. I would probably make an attempt. If I were sitting in your situation, I would probably make an attempt to contact Mr. Hodge at the Public Works Department.
I've talked to all of them,
including him.
I don't remember all the names.
I would just kind of start back up, and then let us know what happens. Let us know where that went. All right. Let me give it this. Your homework now is to call Public Works and just say you'd like to speak with Mr. Hodge.
Okay. In the meantime, if you see any for sale signs out at Rainbow Lake, I might be ready to relocate. The quality of life continues to diminish in the Queen City.
Well, I understand, but now since we're not in the city and our streets aren't maintained from the county, we're now having to pay an assessment to pave our streets. So, come on out. We could use your help.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, man.
601-485-919, and we need it badly. I'm going to tell you. Whew.
Scabs being picked this morning, I tell you.
But here's the thing about it. I just feel like, okay, let's reattack this and see if maybe a different phone call will get things done.
Yeah, I mean, it may be one of those you got to call every day and just hammer them and keep at them until they get something done. And that tends to get results. Either that or they don't answer your calls anymore.
That's probably what's going to happen.
It's that guy again.
Yeah, it's him again.
But yet they'll be coming at your door. Hey, I need your vote.
Of course. Yeah.
But anyhow, and they
either that, call the news. I don't know. Maybe that's a newsworthy story.
Well, that's what
he did. Okay involved.
He did. He called WLT. It's WALT on your side. That's our new segment.
Yeah, but call the You'll pay a newspaper. You know,
I tell you
get
what,
everybody involved.
We'll send a smoke signal up.
I would call Jeffrey Wilson, but that would be for saving money on insurance, on your property insurance. So
He might be able to help.
Hey,
I
much
don't know.
of him.
include a call to Jeffrey Wilson in those phone calls.
Yeah, definitely. $889. That's what you can save when you combine home and auto with State Farm. And Jeffrey Wilson is ready to help you do that. 601-483-8253. Of course, you can go see him at 2401 Highway 39 North. And, you always want to know your insurance agent because each year you want to sit down with them, kind of evaluate all your insurance needs. You add a little bit, you take a little bit off. It's always changing. And Jeffrey Wilson is happy to sit down with you once a year and kind of change that insurance policy as needed. Give him a call today. Go see him. He's got great coffee over there. He's always wearing khakis. He's a friendly man. He is like a good neighbor. Jeffrey Wilson, 2401 Highway 39 North. Give him a call, 601-483-8253. He is a good neighbor.
Neighbor.
Jeffrey Wilson.
All right, it's Mornings in Meridian. Let's take a phone call. Good morning. Welcome to our show.
Well, I'm just going to pile on then.
Oh, do
Just
it.
pile on.
Everybody, all right. Here he comes. Get ready.
So when the annexation took place, you referenced Eagle Point. I believe that annexation took place about 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night. That was my recollection.
Oh, wow.
The midnight vote. Yeah, go back and somebody will remember that, but it was a late vote. We found out the next morning, but we're the neighborhood below Eagle Point. We're Briarwood Country Estates. And I can tell you right now, we have yards that are starting to cave in because of the sewage system is deteriorating. In front of my house, if your car goes off the side of the road, call Simmons Wrecker because they're going to have to lift you out.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had the city out. We got no definitive answer.
Now you're saying sewage system, so you were already in the city when they ran it? How did you
annexed us in.
And they put a sewer system in for you?
No, it was already in. What we have in is in. So
Oh, okay.
When we got under the city, we've received nothing from the city. We were told we were going to get fire hydrants.
Oh,
No
gotcha.
herbs. No. We did get street lights, but that's fine. But we're not getting the amenities that we were promised with the taxes going up. And like I said, we've got issues out there that the city's been made aware of. And basically, the takeaway we were given was they don't have the money.
Yeah.
They just don't have the money to come out and do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just, it's not, I heard from James this morning, and then I think it's that Arnell calling in, and, I'm calling in saying, hey, come in our neighborhood and look around and see the issues that we have. And then you wonder why we can't get industry here. Hell, they can't even service the citizens. Why would they service somebody new coming in?
Well, I thought that was probably one of the complaints we had earlier was maybe taking care of new development much more than existing in development.
Well, they're not taking care of any development,
as
far as I'm concerned. So it's a toxic mess. I mean, but there's no answer in sight right now. So I don't, like I said, I'm just telling you our situation, in our neighborhood is what it is.
So it must be just a matter with the budget. If the budget's like you say, which I can't deny that because I can imagine it is expensive to maintain a city, and we're already having bond issues to repair stuff that should have been repaired decades ago. So I get that. But the point is, it must be just a matter now of just racing to the fire rather than doing the preventative work that needs to be done.
Yeah, well, preventive maintenance always is best, but we even in light conversations we had with them, it was like we're not asking you to do the entire neighborhood, do one street at a time.
Yeah.
But when you got folks that literally mowing their yard, they can fall off into a hole, and they won't do it, of course, because they've marked them. But that's somebody's property value that's incrementally just getting taken down because of something out of their control.
And these holes are because of the drainage pipe caving in?
Or? Oh, yeah, they're collapsing.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's really, it's not just one neighborhood. It's a lot going on out the county. Well,
Okay.
not the county, we're the city.
Yeah.
So anyway, food for thought, fellas.
Appreciate the food for thought. Thank you for the phone
Wow.
call. Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.
Yep,
All
me
right.
too.
Mornings in Meridian, 601-485-9191.
Interesting.
Here
A
we
plethora
are.
of issues in the city.
All right. We've got another caller. Go ahead, caller. We've got time before the break. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, y'all.
Morning.
Oh,
That's number 2.
here's another city resident.
I heard somebody the other day refer to y'all as the Three Stooges. Now, who's who?
Well,
Who was the bald one?
There's Curly.
yeah.
I'm Curly. That's easy.
I think we'll have Larry. I guess I'm the leader. I'm Mo.
You're Mo? Makes
Come
me
on,
Larry.
you.
That's fine.
I'm just kidding.
How's your sewer? How's your yard? Is it caving in? How's your sewer? How's the creek behind your house?
No,
How's your ditch?
I'm in the city, but I'm still on septic
Oh.
Oh, okay.
tank.
You're what they call SOS.
Yeah,
Still on
I'm
septic.
On the whole house, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
But what I was gonna, I heard the guy previously before me talking about that. I would suggest to him to call the the lady that does the scheduling to get your 3 minutes in the sun
Oh, the
and
clerk.
address the city council.
Mhm.
That's the only way things get done.
Mhm.
Squeaky wheel gets the oil, and unless they're made aware of it publicly, I would say nothing's going to change. But if you go down there and address your problem, that would be your best avenue for getting something done.
Mhm.
That's from experience. I got my little old road paved in front of my house. It only had 52 potholes.
I remember when you first started calling in about those potholes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So good
It's
on you.
getting better, but it was only 0.2 of a mile long, and it did get repaved under Percy's paving program. But I went down there with a couple of neighbors.
That was the
and
PPP,
guess
by the
what?
way.
It
That
got
was
paved.
Percy Paving Program.
Triple P.
Mm-hmm.
PPP.
No,
Triple P.
there was another PPP program out there. So what was that about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That'd
good
be
for you.
my suggestion,
All right.
to go down there and address it, and they'll give you 3 minutes, but be
All right.
well prepared.
Yeah.
Well,
Use your
have all
three.
your ducks in a row.
Yeah, use your 3 minutes wisely.
All right. Well, we're
Yeah,
getting
exactly.
we've got a break coming up, so I hate to cut you short, but good to hear from you.
All right, I'll listen in, y'all.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And since
Triple
you're SOS, still on septic, this is a good name to know, Barber and Son Plumbing. You might have some problems, and the city say you're on septic. It's not our problem.
That's your problem. Well, you know who can solve the problems? Oh, Gary Barber. All you got to do now is
You got to
go
keep all the
see
water
him.
flowing the right direction.
That's right. In or out, either way. 1123 26th Avenue is where you will find Barber and Sons Plumbing. They've been in business for over 80 years. Give them a call. 601-482-7023. They've got every type of plumbing part available. Every type.
Every type.
Every type. That's what it says right here. And, of course, all you got to do, if you're a do-it-yourselfer, take a picture of the problem, show it to Gary. Within seconds, he will have the right part, and he will give you detailed instructions on how to replace it. And, of course, if you need them to come to your home or business, they're happy to do that as well. 601-482-7023. Barber and Sons Plumbing, 1123 26th Avenue.
All right. It's Mornings in Meridian, and it's time to take a break for Fox News. We will be back, will we not, fellas?
Yes.
I suppose.
All right. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? It's carried.
Say anything.
Come on, use. what we're doing. We're taking care of business. We're working hard. And I'm Roger B. Say hi to Rob Atkinson.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's good to see you fellas. Mr. Charles Frazier's in the house.
Morning.
Good morning. Yes, indeed. So glad to have everybody here. The pack is together. We want to get on with this hour. We want you to be a part of it. Oh, that's easy to do. Just pick up that phone and call 601-485-9191. Wow, last hour seemed to turn into...
Wow.
Air your complaint. What's your complaints about the city?
What the city hasn't done for me lately.
Right. Nothing.
Yeah, that's it. So we'll have that. We can go on with that. Or you can go on with some other things.
Good morning, City Council. Hope you're listening.
Hi, guys.
Hello, City. Oh, yeah, right there listening. Oh, that's a great day here on this Wednesday, the 3rd day of April. And, of course, we want to say a big shout-out to those who helped make this show possible.
Well, folks, like the Magnolia Restaurant inside the Queen City Truck Stop, you know what they got today? Chicken and dumplings.
Wow.
I'm heading down there right after here, tell you what. And, of course, they always got fried chicken and fried or grilled pork chops on Wednesdays, hamburger steak, and the veggie plates. Can't go wrong with those. Rob, what's your favorite? The Biggie Burger?
Biggie Burger.
Oh, how big is that?
Huge.
Humongous. But you can't call it the humongous burger. Humongous hamburger actually might work. Alliteration there for you. But anyway, bigger burger sounds better, and it is better because it's fantastic over there. Everything is good at the Magnolia Restaurant. The coffee is hot. The service is friendly. Meet some great folks over there as well. You know where they are. Exit
150.
That's easy to remember. And, of course, right there inside the Queen City Truck Stop, you'll find the Magnolia Restaurant. Can't beat it. Go check them out. And they never close. Always open.
Well, there you have it, folks. All right, we're looking at a little bit of history. Looks like the Tropicana.
It's orange juice, isn't it?
Nah, it can be, or it could be grapefruit juice. Or
Okay, yeah. I don't like
even
grapefruit
apple juice. But
All right. All kinds of
Tropicana
juice.
is a
Juicy.
casino in Las Vegas that's about to be shut down.
Do they serve orange juice there?
They probably do.
Okay.
They gonna blow it up.
And
Shut down.
it says it is to be torn down, and the property will become the new home of the Las Vegas A's.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
So you knew that
They
was
used to be
coming.
the Oakland A's?
Yeah.
When
they're moving.
they're going to make their move from Oakland in 2028. So during its final days at the Tropicana, they reported an increase in chips not being cashed in because collectors were keeping them as souvenirs. At one point, they had even completely run out of $1 and $5 chips.
That's a way to make money.
And they posted notices that only green $25 chips and black $100 chips were available.
Even better. Oh, we'll just keep the 25 one then. That's, basically selling souvenirs at that point.
So they're like, yeah, let's just
Keep them going, right? Okay.
How bad does it stink to be an Oakland sports fan? You lost your football team, now you're losing your baseball team. I mean, that's
What you got left?
that's not good. I mean, that's not good
Just
at
got to
all.
watch the crime now. That's all you can do, really. I mean, that's the only spectator sport.
Yeah.
Did Oakland left and then came back for a time, or no? Am I
What
imagining that?
what
That
happened. What happened to Oakland?
Raiders.
They went Oakland to Los Angeles,
Right.
and then Los Angeles back to Oakland.
That's what I thought.
And then they're like, oh, no, we don't want to do this.
And then they were like, "Hold my beer, we're going to go to Las Vegas," which that's
That
where
was
the
the thing,
big
right.
game was held this past year, or this past January rather, was in Vegas. So
But
now the baseball team is going to
They're
move.
like,
there,
hey,
so-
you know, it looks good over there. I think we'll join you. So Oakland and Las Vegas have a little bit of a, well, I'm sure Oakland has the beef with Las Vegas. Las Vegas is like, hey, bring it on. You got any more?
Yeah. What else?
Keep your criminals, but we'll take the teams. Come on now.
What's the basketball team in Oakland? They have
They're
a
in one.
basketball team?
I guess the Warriors would be, but they're
that
more
Golden-
San Francisco though. But
Yeah.
they don't really have a.
No,
This
they're
is
not
it
gonna
for
lose.
them.
They're not going to lose their basketball
Well, I
team.
mean, look at it this way. I mean, Vegas. I mean, it's like the perfect sports town for today's culture because of sports gambling. I mean, think about that.
Why wouldn't there be?
I mean,
professional
exactly. I mean, it
sports
should
teams
be
there?
professional sports teams there because they always host like college basketball events and other like that. But they have the baseball team there, so
Well,
Could Pete Rose gamble on sports?
might as well.
Yeah, should. Ain't in the hall.
What's he got to lose?
been doing it for years.
Yeah.
Have you seen the way he signs an autograph now? He's, he always, signs
Rose
his
on all.
name. He just puts, "I did not bet on sports." Pete Rose. That's how he signs his autograph now.
Did
It's
not bet on
classic.
Wasn't me. some other guy.
That's
looked
funny.
like me.
So, but yeah, like I said, with Oakland, that's got to stink though. You don't have any sports.
And you lost them both to Vegas, though. That's even worse. I mean,
it's
come on.
like how did that work out?
Yeah, that is too bad. But you're right. I mean, Vegas is entertainment capital. I mean, that's the place for it. I mean,
It makes
of
sense.
course.
Well, I mean,
They've got all the hotels, everything they need for the big games as well.
Yeah, all
so,
these
you know.
professional, I guess not sports teams, but organizations like MLB, NBA, and all this are trying to expand. And there is talk about getting a Major League Baseball team in Nashville. So, because you have the Titans there, obviously the football team, so they're looking to possibly expand and get a baseball team there. Which really in the South, I guess the big MLB team would be considered the Braves, obviously, because it's really the only one. So they're trying to maybe expand that a little bit. But yeah, Vegas seems to be that new hot point. So they have the football team, the baseball team. I'm just wondering if the NBA will.
They have a hockey team too, I believe.
Yeah, they got the
Zane will call in now, but anyway.
The Vegas, was it the Black Knights or something like that, or Golden Knights?
Golden
Knights.
There you go. I wonder what what a baseball team in Nashville would be called. What would be the name for something like that?
They'd probably make it tied to country music somehow.
That's right. The guitars.
Here's the Nashville Pickers.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The Pickers and the Grinners.
There you go.
There you go. It's Mornings in Meridian. You too can help us name not yet formed baseball team.
I would just love to be. I would just love to be the guy that pushes the button to when the building comes tumbling down. The Tropicana.
Nice.
That would be. Can I push the button?
Right.
If I'm remembering correctly, that building was featured in a James Bond movie. I
believe
it was,
so.
1971, Diamonds Are Forever, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that. All right.
Little history.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun, but yep, things change. Time moves, and everything else moves with it, I guess.
Except the Tropicana.
Except the
didn't
Tropicana.
move with it, and
It
that's why
didn't.
it's being demolished.
That's why it's good.
Or a baseball stadium.
And it stinks to live in Oakland.
Making room for the new A's.
Yeah.
At least they're announcing their plans to move. It's kind of like not like the Colts, when they
in the
left
middle of the night.
Baltimore.
Yeah,
Like,
the Mayflower moving trucks. Yeah,
are the trucks all loaded? Okay,
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh boy. And that was, of course, Mayflower's big claim to fame there. Yep, we moved the Colts.
The Colts.
Yep, did it in the middle of the night.
I thought there was a ship named the Mayflower, but anyway.
Back in the day, there was.
Okay.
It was, but
That was the claim to fame.
But it did not hit the bridge in Baltimore Harbor. That was
sure about that?
That was the Dolly. That was a
Okay.
different one.
Exactly.
Just so you know, let's keep all the facts right
All
here
right.
on our show.
The facts, ma'am.
All right, it's Mornings in Meridian, and as we have invited some to do, our phone has rung. Wow, we have a phone call. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. How you guys doing?
Hey,
today?
now.
Welcome. Glad you're here.
I'm gonna put in my name for the Nashville ball team as the string bender.
String benders.
String benders.
There you go.
I like it.
All right.
That's good.
You sound like a musician yourself.
I pick a little bit.
There you go. I like that.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that was all I had to say. You guys have a great day.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Hey, we haven't even got a Nashville, not even a prospect of a Nashville team yet, have we? And
Hot
we're-
chickens.
It's
Call 'em that, you know.
it's been discussed.
The
Let's just put it
string
that way.
benders. How about the frets?
The frets.
You're fretting. Hot chickens, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Hot
because
chickens.
all
Nashville hot
all
chickens.
they have in Tennessee, they got a couple of minor league. Memphis has a minor league
The
team.
Chicks, yeah.
And of course, they always have the Chattanooga Lookouts. They've always been
Oh, been there a while.
minor league team, so they don't have a big league team. So
Let's take a phone call at Mornings in Meridian. Good morning. Welcome to our show.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. I see y'all got it roaring and going this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Here's our man on the street. He was excited when they got that team down in the coast down there. What was it, the Shuckers?
yeah, the Biloxi Shuckers.
Fuck the shuckles. Yeah, yeah.
Help us name a team. If we were to get a team in Tennessee, what would we want to call them?
Get a team in Tennessee?
Like Nashville. Like
Yeah, there is
Nashville.
talk that Nashville may one day get a Major League Baseball team.
Oh, no, I don't even want to discuss that. We need to get a minor league here in Lauderdale County. Hey,
I've got news for you. Lauderdale County's got a lot of minor leagues.
Yeah, right.
Bush leagues. That's
Bush League, big time.
Hey, how about the Nashville countryside or something like that? Country trio or something. Anything country, Nashville, something country.
The barbed wire.
They could name the Nashville Trace after the Trace.
Ooh.
Hey, good. I like it.
The Trace.
Yeah.
That's right. Got the Nashville to Natchez Trace. That's right.
The Nashville Smokies or something like that.
Nashville Natchez Trace, yeah. Yeah, and then we'll be involved then. Right.
I got a nice politically incorrect name for them. The Old Hickories.
The Nashville Old Hickories. Okay.
The Hickories, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The Nashville Old Operas.
Oh, yeah. The grand.
Just say the old opera. That way you won't get, you won't get sued.
There you go. I love it.
Listen. And maybe y'all have heard it, but I haven't. Have you heard any the news or any other country or anyone calling out the Hamas saying y'all need to surrender and turn them hostages loose, and then all the bombing and all that will stop? Y'all just need to give up. Have y'all heard anything to that sort?
I think only from the Biden administration. No, I haven't even heard it from them.
No, not Hamas.
Oh, the Hamas. Oh, yeah, no.
Surrender yourselves and give up them hostages, and then at ceasefire, we will ceasefire.
No, I haven't heard anybody saying that.
Well, I heard Netanyahu saying that, but that's about it.
Right, that's about it. Everybody, Israel, you need to stop. Okay, well, Hamas, y'all come on out, and then it'll stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, man. And then your girl, she's up there killing flies and telling lies again.
Now wait a minute. Who's my girl? Who's my girl? You talking about? Who we talking about?
Our girl, the press.
Oh, you talking about
Karine Jean-Pierre.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss PR. Yeah, she's up there killing lies and killing flies again.
Yes, our black version of Little Orphan Annie. Gotcha.
Yeah, that'd be closed with the double eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this morning we're looking at the street pavement to continue on in Meridian, Mississippi.
Street pavement to continue on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my story is where I live, they paved every street, corner, block where I live except the street that I live on for the most traffic travel.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's such a Meridian thing.
Oh, no. No.
You did something to make him mad.
And I was shocked. And I'm saying, like, why would y'all have all this material, equipment over here, and then go away and not pave this street? It didn't make any sense to me. So I had to call up my council person and let them know, hey, this is not right. And you personally came and asked me to support you. So within about a week, all the equipment and material was back, and they paved my street.
Hey.
Right on.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. And it is, I will say this, it is a pleasure to be driving on some of the streets in Meridian now with the new pavement. I mean, 14th Avenue, 14th Street, I should say, is a delight.
North Hill Street.
North Hill Street.
Right on.
Except for the turn, yeah.
the various streets that are around the hospital area there downtown. It's just very nice.
Yes.
It's
39.
39. That's right.
39. Thank you.
39.
Of course, was that a state deal?
I think that was a state deal.
Either way, it was paved.
But thank you.
Right. Now, the only bone that I picked, and I've already called, is they paved all those streets over there by Bering Garden and Highland Baptist Church. They paved all them streets around there, but they missed one of the main quarters, which is 35th Avenue, where all that traffic go up and down. They have not paved it.
35th Avenue, okay. Yeah.
From 8th Street, J&J, you know, with J&J all the way up to Highland Baptist. They have not paved that street.
Okay.
And I've already put my complaints in, and I'm going to do a follow-up.
All right.
Somebody.
Well, while you're at it, let's file another one for the letter A Street from 22nd Avenue down to Magnolia Steel.
Where that light is?
Yes, where that light is.
The light.
Love the light.
That's where
Big fan of the light.
I got teased in the Berry administration when they said they were going to pave A Street. I said, thank goodness. Okay, that's going to help revitalize our business. And of course, they stopped on the other side of 22nd Avenue. That's all right. I know that doesn't mean much. I'm just
Right. Well, so you think they might close that street, or maybe they're gonna concrete that one because of the trucks, the heavy trucks. You think that's what?
No, I'm going to tell you who's going to concrete it. That's going to be Mr. Crow when he sends his crew down there and keeps putting concrete in these potholes because the city won't take care of it.
Well, you better watch out. You better watch out now, because there's a couple out there in California. They're getting fined. They told them you better not steal another pothole. You going to jail, or we gonna find you.
Don't you feel that pothole?
Don't
you do it? Don't you do it?
You can steal the stuff to fill it with, and we won't arrest you for that. But once you put it in a pothole, we'll arrest you.
We'll arrest you.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Right. But we ain't coming, and we don't want you to do it either. So, hey, only in America, baby.
Only in America. Exactly right.
That's right. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's a new slogan right there. Only America, baby. Thank you, sir.
But yeah, that's what they did. They got tired. They said they done tore up two suspension, front end suspension on their cars. They got tired of it, so they were gonna start patching. Yeah.
Wow. There you go. All right. But that's
hey,
a good example. I mean, that's a good example of we got existing businesses like Magnolia Steel down the street, but the access for Magnolia Steel, we're going to make sure it just stays as in bad shape as possible. Anyway, good call, sir. Good to hear from you, my man on the street.
All right, y'all have a good one. We're listening in.
Go Shuckers.
Go Shuckers.
Love it. Do we still have the Shuckers? Are they still?
Yeah, they're about to be the only minor league team we have in Mississippi because the Braves are moving out after this year.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're headed over to Georgia.
No.
Yeah. So if you want to go to
out of Trustmark Park?
If you want to go to a game in Pearl, this is your last season to do it.
No, man.
Yep.
601-485-9191. Good morning, caller. How are you?
Good morning. Doing good. I got a name for the Nashville baseball team. Call them the Nashville Sound and put music note on the front of the hat.
Yeah, I like it.
The sound.
Nashville Sound, yeah.
Hey, good job. Good job. Thank you for that.
Have a good day.
See ya.
The Nashville Sound. There you go.
Yeah, I think with the pothole situation, that should be brought to you by Quickcrete.
Quickcrete.
Here's your
That's
Quickcrete pothole report of the
There
day.
it is.
But if you fill it, you go to jail.
But you can steal the Quickcrete,
steal
like
it.
I said.
You can steal it.
Steal a couple of bags. Just don't put them in a pothole, because then we'll arrest you.
That's right.
You can steal this many bags up to this value.
Right.
That's right. God. Let's see. It's so much a bag. I can steal up to $900, $1,000. Okay.
But you can't use any of it, though.
Right.
But don't you repair this city. Oh, mercy me. We got a couple of minutes. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning, gentlemen. It's the Vegas Golden Knights. Come on, guys.
Golden Knights.
We got that.
I think we
said
came up
that.
with
We
this
said
time.
Black Knights.
Finally.
Yeah, we said. Oh, good
It
Lord.
was the second choice.
Yeah.
You know, I heard that they had plans to pave A Street, but a certain squeaky wheel.
Ooh, who could that be?
Had them put up a light instead.
The money for paving went to the light. It's making sense.
I was literally given that option.
Paving or light?
Paving or
Paving or light?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that squeaky wheel like fell off the truck and left.
Yeah, what happened to him?
And rolled away.
It's all right. Commerce will be better on 22nd Avenue, Sela Ward Parkway, with that light being there.
That's right. It stops everything.
Anyhow, you're a minute away of saying y'all take care, but go ahead and finish up.
Well, you know, since you guys brought hockey up,
Yeah.
guess who's number 2 in the league?
Nashville?
My team, the Dallas Stars, the underdogs, are ranked number 2 behind the New York Rangers of all teams.
All right.
Okay.
Got about 30 seconds.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know, one
20.
of these days we're going to make a hockey fan out of Roger.
15 seconds.
You guys have a wonderful day, and Fox News is next. Go.
Oh. Editor. All right. We'll be back. Boston. Bob Seger, come on. Can he do it or what?
Yeah.
Of course, that's in honor of the birthday boy today, Eddie Murphy.
Axel.
Axel Foley. All right, 63 years old today.
I'm going deep undercover. Deep undercover.
Oh, I tell you what, Beverly Hills Cop, great movie.
Could have done without 3, though. Could have done without the third one.
Yeah, I get it. They were trying too hard with it.
Right.
1 and 2 are both really good. 3, I think they're making another one. I think.
Give it a rest.
I think it's going to be Netflix only. I think.
Okay,
which is probably a good idea.
Eddie Murphy, 63. Alec Baldwin is 66 years old today.
Is he in jail yet?
Should be. Shot anybody recently? What's going on with that?
Oh, listen to that.
He
listen to you guys.
He made some
man.
good movies. I'll give him that.
I don't like him either.
That was back when he was, before he went nuts.
Well,
just started shooting people.
The Hunt for Red October was a good
Fantastic.
performance.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
I like them and put him and Sean Connery together. Of course, anybody acting with Sean Connery is going to do pretty good.
Stepping up their game. That's right.
That's it. All right, it's Mornings in Meridian. Glad you're out there. Let's see. Late Doris Day was born this day in 1922, and the late Marlon Brando in 1924. And as we mentioned before, Wayne Newton, 82, Tony Orlando, 80, and the late Billy Joe Royal was born in 1942. So happy birthday on this, the 3rd day of April for all of you. Get yourself something nice for your birthday, like maybe you get your glass repaired and your broken windshield. Get yourself a new windshield.
Wow, for your birthday?
Why
not?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, there's only one place to go for that, and that's A&A Glass. Where are they? 217 22nd Avenue. What else do we call that?
Sailor Work Calhoun Parkway.
Yes, indeed. Just 2 doors down from the Meridian Children's Museum. You'll find A&A Glass. Adam and Adam got it going on. They are the #1 glass replacement company here in town, have been for 10 years running.
10. Count them.
That's a decade. Open 8 to 4 Monday through Friday. All you got to do is call them, 601-693-GLASS. They'll work with your insurance company. They'll beat any price in town. They're fast, friendly, and you just call everybody up there, Adam. It's easy. Hey, Adam. Even if their name's not Adam, you can call them Adam. You have that permission.
Sure.
So go see them. Conveniently located downtown, 217 22nd Avenue, Cedar Ward Parkway. Cedar Ward Calhoun Parkway.
Look at you,
A&A
guy.
Glass.
I love it.
8 to 4 Monday through Friday.
Little inside news, if you'd like it, fellas.
We love it.
Had a planning session this week for the annual Wings and Tails, the U.S. Navy League, or the Mississippi Council of the Navy League's annual fundraiser.
Excellent.
Save the fish for me, Clark.
That's going to be held out at Key Field on, if you'd like the date, it's going to be Tuesday evening, May 7th. So around 5:30. So May 7th, Wings and Tails tickets are $30 a piece, and that's
just $30.
Get your meal, and there'll be a couple of beverage tickets attached to that ticket, so you'll have that. And
I'm free.
so
That's good.
that's all coming up on Tuesday, May 7th.
Love it.
So we'll be talking more about that when we get closer to it. But always a big event. If you have a car or a motorcycle that you'd like to show, it's kind of a nice place for like airplanes and cars and bikes and things. Just to kind of something you want to show. It's
So if you want free parking, just tell them you got a car to show.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
I want to park mine in there. That's not a car you want to show.
Yeah, that's it. So and there'll be some planes on display. So
Wonder how many of them candidates going to be out there this year.
Well,
you remember last year it was the county election cycle.
Right.
You just gave me a great idea. I think Donald Trump would enjoy Wings and Tails.
Hey.
Let me see what we can do on that.
It's just a Meridian fantastic place. It's wonderful. Get past the shrimp over here. Yes, wonderful.
Well, it'd be nice to put Trump's 757 on display.
Yeah. Go see that.
That'd be the big highlight.
That would be the highlight of the day.
Watching that thing land at Key Field.
Yes. There we go. Hey, that's a great idea. All right, dear Donald. Of course. Anyway, it's very important. We, again, the Navy League, it does support men and women of the sea services, award scholarships to family members of military members, particularly the sea services. That's the Navy, Marines, and even the Merchant Marines, Coast Guard.
So May 7th.
May 7th.
So we're
Tuesday.
We're almost a month away.
Wow.
Hello.
There you have it. So just thought I'd let you all guys know.
Put it on your calendar.
A little inside information there.
Right.
That should actually it's outside now because we got to advertise it. It's got to get it out there.
Well, it's outside information.
Wings and Tails. That's May 7, 2024.
Very good.
All right. Now, with that, let's see. What's on your radar there, fellas?
I get, we kind of brushed around this topic earlier about the migrants that got flown from Florida to Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah.
The judge in that particular case involving they basically, with Governor DeSantis, they've kind of dismissed him. I don't really have any. The judge basically said I don't have any power over a governor from another state, but the migrants can sue the charter company that flew them there, and I don't know for what.
Flying them there?
But that's what the judge said. So evidently,
we didn't get any pretzels.
These illegal immigrants have the right now to sue the charter company that flew them there from Florida to Martha's Vineyard, to the worst place they could possibly fly them to, Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah.
The worst place.
We're getting invaded by 20 people.
They landed us in the middle of a bunch of rich people.
Rich Democrats.
Well, I think it was deserving.
But it doesn't say what they're suing for.
Exactly.
They just have the right to sue them.
I don't know.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And also,
I think we should sue the charter company for actually bringing them anywhere.
And also, I have to give kudos to as well to former President Trump. During his speech yesterday, he is baiting the Democrats like crazy by continuing to use the words bloodbath. Because he knows that they are going to use that somehow, some way, and it's just like putting the bait out in the water and he just reeling them in.
Or is the strategy he uses it so much they can't use it against him?
True,
because it becomes so obviously not what they want to say.
Well, the one line they are using already, he did in the speech yesterday. He brought up the nursing student in Georgia again. And called the illegal immigrant an illegal animal. He said he's a pure animal, and now they're using that now. So they've gone on from bloodbath to using that word. He's calling that guy an animal. Well,
you know what the guy was?
Basically is.
You know what the guy was?
An
animal.
So they're going to use that now against
I would say
him.
he's a filthy animal.
Yeah.
You filthy animal.
So, but I just thought that was interesting that he used those words.
Okay.
So that's
keep
what
your change, you filthy animal.
Yeah. Well, and so,
mercy.
and your point is, I think Roger is valid. But I think that what they're going to do now is say Trump has used the term bloodbath 47 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they're just going to keep a running count on that. And look at what he's going to do. You know?
See, he's enticing
but it's
violence.
ridiculous.
You can't say bomb on a plane.
Bomb.
Bomb. That's it. All right. And it's interesting because in the magazine that you brought to the studio, and thank you for doing that, the Newsmax magazine, it's got Bill O'Reilly, bless his heart. He's talking about, and that's his featured article. He said, I'm not sure he fully understands the forces arrayed against him. First of all, Bill, come on. I think Trump knows exactly the forces that are arrayed against him.
Duh.
At this point, he definitely knows the forces that are arrayed. However, he goes on to say, and this is important, he says, obviously the justice system is being used to batter and bankrupt him. There's the corporate media, which is now so anti-Trump that it is openly helping the Biden campaign. And, Trump still has a chance to win because the Biden administration is a disaster. He goes on in this article, very good. It says, but that will not matter if Trump does not course correct a bit. Constant turmoil is not a pathway to the White House. And it goes on to say, he says, in order to beat Biden, he will have to choose his battles more carefully and stow the flamethrower.
They don't call him the great one for nothing, Bill O'Reilly.
Well, and I think we've been talking about that for a long time. If Trump would kind of tone it down just a little bit, then I think that he would have even a bigger surge in the polls.
Which it looks like he's making a little effort to do
I
that.
agree. I think so.
It looks like it.
He's had a couple of hiccups here or there. I mean, I think his biggest hiccup was on the primary field when he was in New Hampshire, and he really kind of got a little ugly there with Nikki Haley and name calling back and forth. He kind of got back into his old ways of doing that, but he did,
but he course corrected when it was clear that he had secured the nomination.
Once
he
that
didn't
happened,
even mention Nikki Haley, which was the right course of action.
What would happen if between now and November he develops a peace treaty with at least two of the major networks?
How does one?
That was about how we're going to do that.
I mean, what do you? Well, the major network's Fox. I mean, we can see that by the ratings.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the only one that he's really worried about at this point.
And
rightly so, because I think CNN and MSNBC are lost anyway. What's the point?
Okay,
They're way
they're
beyond.
hopeless. Don't even worry about them then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the ratings are so low for them. I mean, and their market is strictly the left. I mean, and it's the far left.
Yeah.
So it's irrelevant to him anyway.
And the bottom line is all these networks need Trump. They need him.
They surely do.
Because what do they talk about all the time?
The bloodbath.
Mornings in
Bloodbath.
Meridian. Let's take a phone call here at 601-485-9191. Good morning.
One more call before the day's gone.
You got one more in you, do you?
I got one more question. How does something illegal sue anything?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
I thought you had to be an American citizen to sue. Shouldn't that be the showstopper right there? The first word.
Well,
you clearly have missed a few bar meetings there. The National
At the bar?
the Bar Association.
In the word, in the words of our man on the street, only in America, baby.
Well, no, wait a minute. I think that people have the right to sue regardless. I mean, if you're a citizen of another country and something happens here, you have the right to sue. I mean, it's not like the laws of the land are still the same. But yeah, to sue because you got flown somewhere, I mean, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
And to sue the company that transported you is they're just acting a service for the government of Florida, or whoever did that. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous, and that's why we have these legal problems.
Absolutely mind blowing. That just is beyond incredible.
Unless you get too. Until you sit so safe and think, okay, well, at least we have impartial judges. What were judges before they became judges?
Democrats.
Lawyers, for the most part.
They were lawyers.
For the most part.
For the most part. And so there's a club there, guys. That's just plain and simple. They know how money flows and how everybody floats, and it's just kind of call it what you will.
Well, if the letter of the law was being followed, then once these illegals enter a courtroom, they should be arrested and deported because they are illegal.
Thank you.
Know? But instead, that's not the rule of law that we're following anyway, because we allow these people to come in and they can get benefits and all kinds of different things.
But once it comes to a suit, though, you follow the money and find out, okay, who's backing that.
That's exactly right.
Who's offering to, or which law firm is saying, yeah, we've got something here and we can take this on contingency. I don't think so.
I love the comment from the DeSantis folks about this yesterday. Of course, they dropped his name in the ruling yesterday. Said, we look forward to Florida's next illegal immigrant relocation flight. So I'm like, gosh. I said, good on you, man.
I love it.
What they ought to do is put them on a train. You know?
I was like,
about 4 days to get there.
To D.C.
Yeah, fly them right to Kamala's house. There you go.
Yeah.
San Francisco.
I've always been more in favor of the planes being military airplanes, and they fly south.
Oh, that's it. Fly south, right?
And
give them a parachute,
redeposit them in Venezuela, or at least near Venezuela.
And that's where these
Panama.
folks came from. Is 50 Venezuelans too. So yeah, just paratroop them on in.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh yeah, they could do that.
Hang
All
on
right,
the
the back door of this airplane is going to lower. Here are your parachutes.
Bye.
Welcome back home.
What did he say?
There you go. All right, thank you for the phone call again, stirring it back up there like you do.
Sure.
Did I miss the Has the first 15 minutes?
Has is not checked in today.
He's sleeping in.
Okay. All right.
You got to not.
I
You
just
got to not
wondered,
poke the bear. Look, you're welcome to call, but just don't keep poking the bear. Just drink your blended Rins and
Blended Rins.
and
Yeah. Okay. Well, y'all have a good one. I'm listening in, but I just thought that was awful strange that an illegal could sue.
well, it's America, and we have plenty of attorneys, and you can do that. Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all have a good one. I will be listening in tomorrow.
Is it too late? All right. Thank you. Appreciate the phone call. Is it too late for me to go to law school? Can I go to law school? You think
Do what you need to do.
Just go stay at a Holiday Inn. You'll be fine.
That's it.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
All right.
Good to go. Bills in the mail.
I'm just a caveman. I'm scared of your modern machines and your ways, but I know that my client is entitled to $10 million punitive damages.
I think I'm entitled to $10 million.
Hey, if you drink
Or
the
what, I
water
don't
at
know,
Camp Lejeune, so.
So wasn't that funny?
Drink the water in Meridian.
Phil Hartman's caveman lawyer. That was just that was hilarious.
Well, but the caller brings up a great point. Is these illegals, which is what they are, illegal. So they're here against the law, and they're in violation of the law. They're essentially criminals. because they're violating the law, but yet we are ignoring that law. And so that's the fundamental problem that we have with all of the illegals that we have.
All right, I'm going to do a common sense test here for you. Let's suppose you own a large piece of equipment that needs a hydraulic or a high-pressure hose, and you go looking online trying to order it when you could simply go to Trucker Supply on Highway 19 and have them manufacture the said hose right then and there.
I thought it was a test, or you were asking us a question.
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Well, you asked and answered, I guess. Whatever. I failed. Anyway.
Letter A.
Trucker Supply, 519 Highway South. And
Which
of course,
is the smarter choice?
Oh, yeah, you never want to go online. Right, go to Trucker Supply. It's always a smart choice because it's one-stop shop for all your tools. They got everything you need there, whether it's a hose or Knipex tools, like channel locks on steroids. And, of course, they got a full room of Milwaukee tools. Everything they make made right here in the state of Mississippi. Your money stays here.
Yes, it does.
Yes, we love that. And, of course, if you like Yeti or if you love Yeti, and who doesn't, I'm drinking my hot coffee out of my Yeti mug right now. And, of course, they got mugs, coolers, lunch boxes, you name it. If Yeti makes it, they've got it right there. Trucker Supply. They've even got parts for your cooler, your mug, whatever you got. And, of course, hot seat pressure washers. It's getting to be pressure washing season, isn't it? And hot seat pressure washers are the best. They got them there at Trucker Supply, 519 Highway 19 South. Go see them. The car's been doing it since 1969, 55 years. Whew. They're doing something right over there.
You know it. That's what we say. Go to Trucker Supply, Highway 19 South in Meridian. Well, we'll take a quick break. Come back. I'm Roger. He's Rob. He's Charles. And you're you. We've got a great team. Down, 'cause that's the side of town I was born in. Ah, yeah, I'll tell you. You know, I was only 6 years old when this was playing on the radio, and I knew then that Billy Joe Royal was a great artist. Born on this day in 42. This was released, I think, in 1965. Boondocks. All right, welcome back. Roger B. along with Rob and Charles.
Good morning.
It's been a good morning, has it not?
Yep.
All right. Well, let's see. We're speeding toward the top of the hour. It looks like we're caught up on our sponsors. We appreciate them, every one of them, for helping make this show possible.
Powerball drawing tonight.
Oh, about $1 billion.
A little over $1 billion's up for grabs.
You know what? When that thing gets 1.5, I'm going to get me a ticket.
It's worth it then.
I'll get on down there and get me one.
I might get two.
Oh, love the people that we walk the planet with.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't you just love them?
It.
Sometimes you got to cross the street, though.
I still say at these convenience stores, they need to have a separate line for the lottery folks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need a line for the regular customers and then one just for the lottery.
Where do you put scratch-offs in that?
All of it.
This,
Lottery lines all
and
together.
scratch-offs, all the rest
of it,
there.
one line.
Are you a scratch-off guy?
I'm not a scratch-off guy. Really not. No, but I'll tell you what, I don't mess with that Powerball when it's down 20 million or
Not worth it.
30 million,
Not
50
worth it.
million.
Nope.
Hey,
Now,
I ain't buying.
Chicken feed.
When it gets to $1 billion now, we talking.
Serious money now.
Yeah.
Oh, psychology. That's maybe what we should have got into. That would have been interesting.
But you notice the tickets are never won in the South. It's always in California, New Jersey, New York.
That shows you it's rigged. It's rigged. It's them Californians. It's them New Yorkers.
Yankees.
That's what it is. It's rigged. I tell you what, something on them little ping pong balls that they can manipulate and make it work.
Where's
way.
that studio based out of where they draw them things from?
New York City.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I don't think it's real. I don't think it's real at all. They showed the ping pong balls, but I bet it's a computer.
There's probably somebody out there saying
It's all
that.
rigged. We know.
It's all rigged.
Oh, come on.
I guess you can tell I was born in the boondocks.
That's right. Down in the boondocks.
Oh, it's been a great show. Enjoyed it, you folks. Join us tomorrow when we'll just have more. How's that?
Yeah.
All right. In the meantime,
if you dare.
That's right. Join us if you dare. Be sure and, buy local.
Yep.
And God bless.
Yes, indeed.